Hi everyone, I'm Sandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my June reading plans for you, TBR, pile of possibilities, whatever you like to call it. I have a big stack of books for the month of June. In May, tried to do something a little bit more free where I wasn't selecting books. I ended up in like this weird selection paralysis, and then I didn't read much of anything a lot of the time. So I'm going to go back to kind of a more traditional TBR and see how it goes this month. I do have a couple buddy reads planned, and I have some great 1001 books picked that are kind of calling to me to see if I can maybe get caught up this month. I am behind on my 1001 book countdown for the year, so let's see what I can do. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the books. Okay, so the first one is the 1001 book club pick for the month of June. I'm co-hosting this with Britta Bohler this year. We both have a 1001 list, and we combined them and came up with a set of 10 books for the book club. But in the month of June, the book is Love's Work by Gillian Rose. I believe this is actually nonfiction. And so I don't know much about this, but look at how thin it is. I always love a nice thin book. This cover is truly beautiful as well. I'm not going to try and read the back of it because the back of this particular book has very small red on yellow font. I'm old. My eyes don't want to read that. Thankfully, the font in the book is quite a bit bigger, but that is the 1001 book club pick. After that, I have selected a few 1001 books. The first one is The Possessing of the Secret Joy by Alice Walker. I will say that I have opened this one and read the dedication to it, and it's like, oh, okay. Sure. So we'll see what this one is about. I have read a couple of other Alice Walker books and did like them quite a bit, but this one, I don't know. I found this in a little free library and just said, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. But yeah, it's got a very interesting dedication in it, we shall say. Maybe I'll share that at another time. The next few books are just random ones that I pulled off the shelf. Some books I want to kind of get out of the way that may be a little bit more complicated or difficult. The first one is this one, Lucky Gem by Kingsley Amis. I did read one Kingsley Amis book so far, which was The Green Man, and no, didn't like it. So I'm really hoping that this one is better. I have seen this one on all kinds of different lists, so I'm really hoping it's a good one, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a little concerned about it. So we'll see, but that is one. The next one is Naked Lunch by William S. Burroughs. I have read one other book by Burroughs, which I believe was a Junkie. I've read Junkie off of this one. This one says, nightmarish and fiercely funny, William Burroughs' virtuoso, taboo-breaking masterpiece Naked Lunch follows Bill Lee through Inner Zone, a surreal orgiastic wasteland of drugs, depravity, political plots, paranoia, sadistic medical experiments, and endless growing addiction. Maybe I should save this for August, for Garb August. But yeah, I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. And then the last one is an author I've not read before. And while this book is short, I am concerned that it's going to be very complicated, and that is The Sorrows of Young Werther by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. So yeah, I've seen this on a few different kinds of lists, but it is short. I keep thinking maybe if it's short, it won't be that bad. But I don't know if that will play out or not. The back of this says, when first published in Germany in 1774, Goethe, The Sorrows of Young Werther created a sensation and was both condemned and embraced. A full-blooded portrayal of impetuous youth and all-consuming passion, this book has been a beacon for generations of readers, especially the young. New Burton Pike translation gives a star. Oh, especially the young. Sorry, I read that wrong. Then it talks more about in the introduction, things like that, but it doesn't really talk about more than that. Okay. So, but like I said, it's short. Those are the 5,001 books. I think that's not too bad as far as a stack goes, right? I mean, it's not like a 1,000-page book in here. So yeah, I think it's a good stack for June. Hopefully that gets me motivated to read some more in June. But that is the 1001 books for the month. My other project that I have is the my oldest on my TBR, and I have been making great progress on this list. I'm currently reading It by Stephen King, which has the benefit of being a subscriber favorite and one of the oldest on my TBR. So I'm double dipping on that one this month, and it's 1,100 pages. But for the two books that I'm selecting off of the oldest for the month of June will end up being The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. It's past time. I need to read this. I know I need to read this. I've heard just such interesting things about this one, and how could I have not read this yet? I guess this is probably one of the more surprising books that I haven't read yet. So that one is on the docket. And then the last one is actually June is Pride Month, and I did want to read a book for that. And so I'm going to read The Prettiest Star by Carter Sickles. This book, I have a feeling, is going to... I have a feeling this book's going to rip my heart out. So it says the story of Brian's return to small town Ohio is told in a chorus of voices. Brian's mother, Sharon, his 14-year-old sister, Jess, as she grapples with her brother's mysterious return, and the video diaries Brian makes to document his final summer. Oh boy, written in intimate prose that seeks to answer without flinching away from ugliness and without demonizing the ignorant. The Prettiest Star often offers an urgent portrait of a family in the center of a national crisis. It tells a unique story about the politics, the fragility of the body, while exploring the bounds of family and redemption. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to have a big impact on me. So, but that is my Pride Month pick, my one Pride Month pick. I do have two buddy reads in the month of June. The first one is with Jack over at Spread Book Joy. I am very excited for this particular one. We will be reading Comanche Moon by Larry McMurtry. This is book 4 in publication order of the Lonesome Dove series, but it is book 2 in chronological order, and then 3 would be Lonesome Dove. So I really want to read this and then go on to read Lonesome Dove, reread Lonesome Dove. There is also an event called June on the Range, and this one will definitely fit in on that one. I believe that is still hosted by Michael K. Vaughan. So I'm very excited to read this particular one, but it is, it's a bit bigger, this book. Yeah, yikes. So I have that one. And then the last one that I have on my official TBR is a group read, and it is for book 5 of The Expanse, Nemesis Games. I am struggling to not pick this one up already. I am so excited about this particular book. I'm doing this as a group read with Gemma from Gemma Books, Fraser Simon from Springboard Thought, and Sarah from Freshly Read Books. We have read all 4 before this one together. I think Fraser is a reread for him, but for me, it's a new one. And oh my goodness, this particular book, I flipped through and saw who some of the narrators are. If you're not familiar with the Expanse series, it is a space opera, and it has a lot of the same narrators, kind of some consistent narrators through all of the books, and then there's different ones in different books, and you get lots of different perspectives, and they're all on this boat called the Rosie. Not all of the narrators are on the Rosie, but the main crew is on the Rosie, and this book, for the first time, we get some different perspectives that we've not had before, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited to pick this book up. It is my most anticipated read in the month of June. Out of everything I have going on, I just want to read this book. So I do also have my inspirational books, but I'm not picking that one yet. I'll go through that at the very beginning of the month. I'll review last month's book and talk about the coming book. And then I do still have a subscriber favorite project, and I have been reading some off of that. I'm falling just slightly behind, so we'll see if I can catch up, but I haven't pre-selected a book off of those lists yet. I like to kind of do those as I go. Outside of that, I have this stack right here. This stack right here is all unread, both library books and new purchases. Yeah, I really should read some of those before I just take them back to the library as unread books, right? That would be probably good if I did that. So we'll see about that. Other than that, just a normal Sandy kind of TBR for the month of June. It is my birthday month, so I'm sure I'll be picking up some other things in the month, purchasing some other books as part of my birthday celebration, I'm guessing. So we'll see. But that is what I have for you for the month of June. Were you reading in June, or what events are you participating in June? I would love to hear all of that. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.